Good day to all. My name is Shivani, and today I will be telling you about databases. Databases. What exactly the word data means? The word data has been derived from the plural form of the Latin word datum, which means anything that is given. Data are facts or the information. Data can be defined as raw numbers or letters stored in computer in a representable form. Term data includes facts, figures, letters, symbols, words, charts, and graphs that represent an idea, object, or condition. So, data can be measured in quantities or derived quality values. Data have the attributes of clarity, accuracy, and usability. So, databases defined by Encyclopedia Britannica is as any collection of data or information that is specially organized for rapid search and retrieval by a computer. So database is a structured data collection for one or more purposes, and there are individual files contained by data that is used by a computer system, and a collection of data where it's organized in logical and orderly manner to make it easier for computer programs to access it, which does not mean that all the data of a library operations should be stored in a single database. Rather, that all records in a database should be linked and redundant data should be avoided. So, these databases can either be in a physical form, which means print and paper, or in the electronic form, that is electronic databases. So here is one software named as Database Management System, DBMS, that contains databases, and it is specially for storing, retrieving, protecting, and managing data in a database. Now question comes that why we need databases, why there is need to be have databases. So the one of the reason is that for creation of databases is eliminating the useless data, since there are lots of data available on the internet, or you can say anywhere in any form, which also contains the useless data which is of no requirement by any of the users, or uh, they just try to avoid, also known as redundant data. So, why there is a need is integrated data files that already exist, share data among all library patterns. Databases helps easily and quickly incorporating changes, simplify the use of data files, reduces the cost of data storage and retrieval. Since you store the data, you also require to be retrieve it. So it also reduces the cost of retrieving as well as storing. Improves the precision and consistency of the work, protect data security against illegal access. So since there are so much of data available, we also require some data security to protect our data from getting theft or getting distorted by any of the so-called hackers. So it basically helps to avoid the illegal access. It also exercises central control over a standard. So now next is library databases. The term database is used by the library to describe a searchable online resource. Okay, a library database is a searchable electronic index of creditable sources that has been published. Now, the library pays an X for the access to copyrighted contents in licensed databases, while a limited percentage may be offered for free. Library databases will aid you in locating accurate information from reputable sources. So what does they do? They just try to locate the appropriate and accurate information for the users to be used from a recognized and reputable sources. A database may be dedicated to a single subject or may cover several subjects. So there are single subject databases also, and there are multidisciplinary databases also. Some publishers offer databases that allows you to search all of their published content from a single location. So databases gives you access to the wealth of research resources, where includes the following, like academic journals. They provide you access to the academic journals, full text articles from e-journals and other publications. There are magazines available, abstracts, citation informations, newspapers and articles, e-books material also available, primary sources material, images and multimedia contents available, audio and visual contents including videos are also available for the researchers to be used and to have access the authentic databases information. So, for having these databases, library also requires the management of databases. So, there is a program, DBMS, as I already discussed, library database management system. What is basically it is a set of programs within a library database which required to ease the addition of new data and modify and retrieve the current data. And the use of collection of programs is known as a library database management system. So there are three factors that are taken into account when designing these databases. First, they are basically made for a tailor-made uh, databases, which are specific to the need of a particular library. Suppose our library is just for the specific economics subject, or basically for the science subject. So there are applications which only designed with the taking into account the needs of the users that are going to use it, and the patterns that are going to use for their research works. So three things are being kept in the mind. First, library users need or application programs, library database itself, and the library database processing system. So now here comes the kinds of databases. You must have come across about the databases and their kinds. So we'll discuss on this. Databases are of two kinds, offline databases available and the online databases available. So let's see. Offline databases are computer programs that are not directly connected to a network but are currently connected to an organization's LAN. LAN is local area network. It is a database that runs on a CD-ROM or an intranet and isn't accessible over the internet, but it helps to archive. These are the offline databases. Now comes to the these are the offline databases. Now let's come to the online databases. Online databases are that may be accessed from anywhere in the world via internet. It appears to function similarly to an online information service, providing information with improved precision, convenience, and flexibility. These are open, wide-ranging information stores accessible to everyone with a computer terminal and a source pool containing an abstract or the very least full text details. these can be further divided into two major categories, that is reference databases and source databases. So the online databases are now divided into further two parts, that is reference databases and source databases. So what is basically reference database? As the name proposes, these are the databases that contains only reference instead of comprehensive information and directs the user to the source, which can be the documents. Sources can include the documents, organizations, or the individuals, where they can access the complete information. Compared to the other types of databases, these databases play a significant part in delivering library and information services in today's world. These are further divided into bibliographic databases and referral databases. So, first, the databases were divided into two parts, offline and online. Now, the online is being divided into two, that is reference sources and source databases. Okay, now the reference databases is further divided into bibliographic databases and the referral databases. Now comes the source database. Source database contains the information, source information, including the entire text of the source publications or content that has been processed for electronic distribution. The source database are being created by different associations, including government association, which is responsible for disseminating the data gathered or produced. Sub-producers acquire data, information from various sources, process it, and then they repackage it for the dissemination. These are also further divided into full text databases, numeric databases, and multimedia databases. So earlier the reference databases were divided into two. Now the source databases has been further divided into three, that is full text databases, numeric databases, and the multimedia databases. Now here comes the reference databases. Reference databases, as already said, divided into two parts, bibliographic databases and referral databases. We'll study the first, bibliographic databases. Traditionally, the phrase bibliographic databases refers to the scholarly literatures, that is abstracting and indexing services. So basically, the citation information and abstracts of the research articles were collected and made searchable, in which they display the information, what the full text is all about, where the users can access it, like the journal titles, conference proceedings. Okay, and if they are just citations or provide the abstracts or the summaries of the original materials. Each record in a bibliographic database contains following components. So the bibliographic database contains the following information, such as document number, author, title, source reference, abstracts, full text, indexing terms or keywords or phrases, citations, including the number of references provided to the articles, call numbers, etc. So such kinds of databases are OCLC, Arlen, Cache, PsycInfo databases. Down referral databases. Referral databases, these databases give non-print source references along with the some descriptions. Organizations, individuals, audiovisual resources, current research projects, and other sources may be used to assist users in contacting the authorities for the precise and detailed information. To put it in other way, these work as a switch connecting users to resources that can offer the accurate information. They do a type of a reference part They help the users to connect to the correct sources from where they can access the accurate information. So such databases include Chemical Abstract Service Source Index, the Commonwealth Scientific and International Industrial Research Organization, and Search in Progress. These are the databases included in the referral databases. Source databases, as already said, divided into three parts: full text databases, numeric databases, and multimedia databases. So full text databases are the databases that contains the complete text of each reference document for online viewing, printing, or downloading. These includes text source documents such as books, dissertations, journals, magazines, newspapers, or other kinds of textual documents, to the citations and indexing found in bibliographic databases. Along with this, it also contains the images such as graphs, maps, pictures, and diagrams. A full text database can be searched using the keywords, phrases, or the combinations of the both. Depending on the database, this content could be in a PDF scan of the article or in the HTML text. So this is in contrast to indexing and abstracting databases, which only provide a search facility and abstracts, and will direct you to the text and the other locations, either in print or in a digital form. So full text databases include EBSCO, Lisa, JSTOR, Science Direct, Emerald, etc. These provides you the full text of the articles, research papers to access. Now, numeric databases. These are databases with numerical data such as the statistics, financial data, census information, economic indicators, etc. are numeric databases. These are also known as non-bibliographic databases. So statistical data are crucial since they form the foundation of many research and survey projects. So one of the most significant benefit of numeric data is that the data may be altered or modified by macros or the computer programs to produce the required results. So the most common numeric databases are in accountancy department. A standard formula can be fed into the computer to compute the salaries of the employees. So these databases include census data, meteorological and rainfall data, consumer price index data, and so on. Multimedia databases. Multimedia databases differ from the traditional databases in that they store and handle multimedia data. So the term multimedia draws a lot of attention because it refers to the use of more than one medium to provide the access to the material. Multimedia, as the name implies, includes a variety of media such as images, videos, music, graphics, animation, text, and so on. So the example includes fingerprint databases, electrocardiograms, maps and pictures, commentary and music collections, and captioned videos. So the following are some of the issues that multimedia databases normally faces. So the multimedia data, unlike numeric or character data, necessitates a large quantity of storage capacity and enhanced processing speed. When obtaining non-textual material, indexing becomes the major difficulty. Various bits streams have different compatibility and difficulties. Now we'll talk about the indexing and abstracting databases, as here provides the history of the indexing and servicing that abstracting databases. Gathering information from publications such as periodicals and conference proceedings has been quite difficult for the libraries. So they generally, bibliographic do not list the specific articles within the periodicals. And the information in the journal articles and conference proceedings is indexed, and in abstracting databases, a short summary or the abstract is provided. So in the indexing databases, they are indexed, and in the abstracting databases, a short summary or the abstracts are provided, like the chemical abstracts that was started in 1905 by the American Chemical Society. Since the printed index began to generate from the computer databases with the introduction of the computers, as the databases provided bibliographic information, finding actual papers and obtaining them required library expertise. So by the 1990s, linking full text articles to indexing and abstracting databases become prevalent. With the rise of these web-based user-friendly search interfaces has grown the need to access the databases and allows seamless movement of the indexing to document supply by the library users, particularly in academic libraries. As the open access movement has facilitated these availability of research material on the open web through e-journals, authors' website, and institutional repository raised. So, which ultimately resulted to search the research material through internet directories and search engines. Google was being introduced, and Google Scholar is the extension of these Google database, which indexes the research writings on the open web. So the value of searching, indexing, and abstracting databases is that they access a much greater depth and authority of the information than is available on the open web. So, an abstracting database creates a summary of a document primary information so that the users can decide not whether to read or not to read the complete information. The abstract refers to the condensed version of the original work. They just provide you the glimpse of the research work that has been published by the authors or the researchers. So these are frequently available through a subscription and will cover the specific subjects on set of specific topics. An indexing service examines the content of the document and gives a reference to the information they contain. It will include the subject names, if you're using an indexing service, what provides you to look into the subject names, headings, content, and central themes descriptions. Users can also locate the originals with the help of the indexed document. So, in a nutshell, you can say the indexes provide entries that help you find information, whereas summaries condense content while ensuring that all of the essential elements are included. So what's the difference between indexing and abstracting? We can look into as that what indexes do basically, they help enable the users to acquaint themselves with the document and decide whether they need to explore it further or not. These indexes act as a content selection guide and a tool for document analysis. These create a link between the user and the creator of the original information. These also save time, and it is much easier for the users to find the relevant information when it is indexed. It also makes the information widely available and easy to access. And what does abstracting databases do? They just assist the readers in selecting the whether to read or not the entire text or available. It allows the user to note actual results on the topics. Abstracts include the comprehensive bibliographic citations, making them valuable for writing up the research. These enables librarian and readers to identify and cross-reference contents very easily. Researchers can get a clear overview of the document without even reading the complete text, and it also saves the time for the researchers. So these are the differences you can say. Now we have come to the citation databases. What are basically the citation databases? Citation databases. A citation refers to an article or part that specifies the source document. So the two terms need to be differentiated. First is cited articles and the other is citing article. Cited articles refers to the references offered at the end of an article, and citing article refers to the piece that contains the references. So the process of creating a citation index for the cited things is known as citation indexing. Citation index is a list of articles that have been cited, each of which is followed by a citing article. While the reference list of a given document may include earlier work as influences, only a citation index can provide a list of later papers that cited the present paper. Citation analysis is carried out by using the citation indexes. You can do research on citation analysis by using citation indexes. Citation indexes and analysis have improved as online capabilities have grown. So, more full text content is now available with the citations and hyperlinks connecting the documents. For decades, the ISI, that is Institute for Scientific Information's family of databases, which included Science Citation Index, Social Science Citation Index, and Arts and Humanities Citation Index, were the only ones that included a list of cited references. The ISI citations, goods and services are now available through a new product named as Web of Science, as you all know. So Web of Science was created to make simple to search ISI citation indexes and navigate through the results. So there are now two citation indexing services available. First is pay to use selective journals indexing and free to use web indexing. The ISI and Web of Knowledge, elsewhere Scopus, and cross-reference are some examples of selective journal citation indexing services, while Google Scholar, SiteShare, and site-based search are the examples of web indexing services. Citation databases can be used to distinguish the authors who have the same name and whose name have been presented differently. They help to analyze the search results to see the amount of document by either by year, author, source, association, or the subject categories. There are filters available by which using them you can get the exact results that you are looking for. By adding more phrases to the initial search, you can search within the results. You can more filter the results by adding the phrases in the initial research uh, you have been searching for. Looks for work that have similar references or the writers. Citation helps to identify highly referenced works on a specific subject. It helps to create search alerts to stay informed about the developments in your field. It helps basically to the authors who choose the options of having search alerts which helps them to be get notifications on the latest developments that have been taking place in the chosen field they have opted for. So, citation databases also helps to set up citation alerts to get notified when a document or author is cited in another source. It also helps to get citation alerts where you get to know about the document or the author who have cited your work. So it also helps to get set up alerts to notify you about the new documents by an author. If you are following someone and the author is has just produced a new document to be read to the society, so you also get the notification of any new article or the paper he presents or he uploads or he makes it available to you to read it and use it. Citation databases basically generates a profile that presents an analysis and citation summaries of the work published by either the institutions, the authors, including the H indexes. The citation databases also helps to compare the performances of journals in a specific field. So here are the two citation databases we are going to talk about. How it works on and what it includes. So search a database, the Scopus and Web of Science databases have lots in common, although the sources, reference and coverage are different. So we have taken two types of databases, citation databases. One is the Web of Science and the second one is the Scopus. We mostly use these two databases to get the information on the related terms we search and we look forward to have known about the work that has been taking place from the past or still in process or in available for the users to use them. So the Web of Science is a database that contains the records of from 1900 and it includes the sciences, social sciences, arts and humanities. There are almost 20,300 peer-reviewed journals and 94,000 scholarly books, which is available from 2005 to the present date. Whereas the Scopus is a database that contains the record from 1969, including science, mathematics, engineering, technology, health and medicine, social sciences, arts and humanities. There are almost 22,800 uh, peer-reviewed journals, including 3,800 open access titles. It also have 280 trade publications. So Web of Science contains 10 million conference papers and its coverage is in some field is less while in some is upfront focuses on the sciences. So in the guides, here contains the Web of Science Quick Reference Guide, which helps you to know how to access the uh, website of Web of Science and get to know about the basic search, the advanced search, and much more, and search for the specific articles present and get citations information. Second is the summary coverage, where it contains about the information about what are the topics or the subjects that the Web of Science is covering. And third is the video guide, which is available on its website itself to help you to get more access on the information and know how to use it and deal with the website. In the Scopus, the articles in press, which is like accepted for publications, are more than 8,000 publishers. 150,000 books from science, technology, and medicine are available from the 2005 to the present year, and in in arts and humanities from 2003 to the present date. There are 8 million conference papers from 1 lakh conferences available, Also the 39 million patents. The guides include the Scopus Quick Reference Guide, same as the Web of Science containing. Second is the Content Coverage Guide, which helps you to know about the specific contents that has been included in the Scopus, either from the field of science, technology, medicine, or arts or humanities. And the video guide is the guide which were available on the website itself, which would help you to know how to access the Scopus, get to know how to log in, get your account created, and to search or do the advanced or the basic search by adding the filters and getting the appropriate results. So basically, being a researcher, uh, the researcher should use either of the databases to get their citation analysis, and it also provides you the ready-made research results, and you can easily use and take your research at the another level by using these two databases. Being a researcher, you must use them, and these are the most uh, believable, or you can say trustable databases from which the information will be available to you. So, thank you.